Fallout's first season on Prime Video was the most recent in a series of popular video game adaptations that demonstrated how, when done correctly, they can effectively build upon their original content. The inconsistent performance of The Last of Us this year served as a reminder that, despite their cinematic potential, video games are sometimes an untamed medium when translated to film and television, and no translation is flawless. However, they can be just as thrilling as their playable counterparts when done well. However, Fallout's difficulties went beyond simply adapting a narrative from one medium to another. The video games are enormous epics in an open-world genre with rich backstory and loose storyline. However, the first season of Prime's adaptation succeeded in telling a vast, suspenseful tale of what transpires following the apocalypse and the arrogance that preceded it. However, Fallout has a sort of sophomore slump in its eagerly awaited second season, broadening the series' reach with uneven outcomes. Although Lucy McLean, played by Ella Purnell, is still resilient and strong, she is no longer the focal point of the narrative, and Season 2 struggles to make sense of it. Following the events of the first season finale, Fallout picks up right away as Walton Goggins as the Ghoul pursues Kyle MacLachlan's Hank as he travels to New Vegas with his rejected kid. As battle approaches, Lucy's brother Norm, Moises Arias, her ally Maximus, Aaron Moten, and a group of vault dwellers, including Leslie Uggams, Zach Cherry and Rodrigo Luzzi, deal with their own post-apocalyptic affairs out in the wastes. Not to mention flashbacks to the Ghoul's pre-apocalyptic life, when we encounter Justin Theroux's enigmatic Mr. House. There is a lot of plot, but since episodes will now be released weekly instead of all at once like in the first season, it may be simpler to follow. Fortunately, Fallout's DNA still includes gripping action and terrifying animals. We get to witness more of the Wasteland than ever before thanks to Lucy and the Ghoul's trip, which delves deeper into the Legion and other factions around the New California Republic. The Fallout universe seems complete, as terrifying and darkly funny as ever, despite its lack of focus. The Wasteland's intricate hideaways and Roman-style encampments are breathtaking. The same is true of the many characters in Fallout and the peculiar partnerships they end themselves in. Maximus and Thaddeus reunite, the latter's insecure self-seriousness clashing with the former's silly enthusiasm. Naturally, though, Goggins and Purnell steal the show. The rugged Ghoul and the carefree vault dweller turned desert warrior are a match made in apocalyptic paradise, and it's entertaining to watch them continue to bounce off each other. In particular, Purnell gets to give Lucy additional dimensions as she develops. Naturally, Goggins and his performance as Cooper take center stage. Even if the story is conveyed in short bursts, witnessing Cooper consider and ultimately oppose his wife's part in the world's demise serves as yet another reminder of Goggins's influence, particularly when he faces Theroux's Mr. House, an intriguing figure who is seen even less frequently than Cooper Howard. Fallout frequently splits its time between the present day and the past, but this period feels especially out of balance as the show develops its future. If anything, Season 2 demonstrates that the Wasteland has an almost astounding number of locations to discover. Additionally, there is a lack of urgency in the storytelling, despite the fact that all of this is meant to lead to something bigger, to broader discoveries about how and why the bombs went off. Fortunately, Fallout is still enjoyable despite all of its shortcomings. The humor and heart from the first season are still evident despite its terrifying subject matter, and this is crucial to the success of the adaptation. Fallout makes sure to invest as much in its characters as it does in its world, since the end of the world is a lonely and terrifying place. This keeps us rooted in the tale even when it falters.